Big Boy Neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Saweetie is in the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood, my love.
What's up, y'all?
We are maintaining. When she first came in, she was like, "Oh, I listened to you while I was growing up." Thank you for being down with the neighborhood. What you bearing a gift?
Oh,
okay.
Lip gloss, of course.
Oh, she put lip gloss.
Yeah.
Okay. At first, I thought she was like, "Big, I really listened to you," and I wanted.
I got something for you at the end, though.
Go ahead now. Well, thank you. Well, thank you for coming into the neighborhood, my love. It's a pleasure to see you.
Nice to see you.
That's it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Saweetie in the neighborhood. Thank y'all for coming in. We good. Is that it? No. There's got to be a lot to talk about. First off, I do want to say, of course, when we say welcome to the neighborhood, you earned your way into the neighborhood. That makes it sound like there's a place like we want you here as far as like you had to work to get here when we really been begging you to come in. But it sounds good when we say you earned your way up in here. But now that things are really going, what does that work feel like for you?
Nonstop.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta really prepare yourself mentally.
Is it one of those things where when you ask for something or when you wish for something and now that you in it, you like, damn, like I asked for a lot.
I definitely would have felt like.
Give me a background on you though. Like before we got into the Saweetie that we all know. You know what I'm saying? How do you get that musical bug? What bites you first? Because it's in the bloodline, and the family's been around it. But what made you say this is what I want to do?
Well, like growing up, I never really had an interest in anything else. So I was like discouraged because when they would have career fairs at school, I wouldn't be interested in anything. But then I was already doing poetry. And then once I realized
How old were you when you started doing poetry?
14.
Go ahead now.
And once I realized that's what rap is, just over a beat, I was like, this is what I want to do.
You're like, this is easy. You're like, this low-hanging fruit right here. like I could do this.
So even though you said that you couldn't find a career or somewhere where you see yourself fit, you still decided to go to college. Why did you decide to go to college?
Because I didn't have the resources for a studio. And I'm from the Bay, but I finished high school in Sacramento. And ain't nothing like really out there to get discovered at. Right. So it was my way of getting to, Southern California.
And why school though? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't go to school. Are you bragging because you did go to school?
Or bragging?
Yeah, this sound like you.
Hell yeah, I'm a brag. I went to school for 5 years.
So when you figure like, man, I want to go to school, because usually when we see people that really go to school and it's USC and you do your whole transfer and everything, some people think like, oh, okay, well, I got the degree. Or I'm going to why music? Why did you make sure that you stayed with music?
So like the thing to USC is I was at San Diego State and I wanted to do music and I was gonna drop out of school. And I was like, I'm either gonna drop out and move to LA or I'm gonna drop out and I'm gonna go to the best university that there is. So my promise to myself was if I got into USC, I would stay in college.
I heard that. Was it hard to go to USC or stay in college knowing also that this music thing just kept on biting at you?
Yeah, because then I was like, what am I doing here?
Right.
But Annenberg is the #1 communication school in the country. So I was like, that's something good to talk about.
Did you have any of the like traditional college experiences, like the parties?
Sororities?
No, USC is literally like the movies. The row is no joke.
Now, I got to ask you, if you're talking about USC.
What's up?
Just that whole scandal. How connected are you to it? Like, are you one of those like, man, I got it. Do you feel a certain way that you got in like hardcore and then other people could buy their way in? Or you don't even?
Nah, because I'm done. So if I was in school and I was still paying for it, I think I feel away, but I'm out of it.
You don't have any student loans that you paying off, or you all good now?
When I first got my deal, I paid off my student loans.
Oh,
smart.
It's like right away.
I was tired of seeing that email.
So when you saw that there was a USC scandal, did you know that something like that was happening on campus? You just flooded your eyes like you already knew.
The eye roll.
Yeah, like you knew something was going on over there already.
I mean, you hear about it, but when it makes the news, you know that it's official. But then it's just like, why wouldn't you want your kid to have the best degree?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go hard for your kid? So I mean, it got its pros and its cons.
Is it hard to get into USC?
Yes, it's hard to get into USC.
Really though. So I would feel a certain way, like, man, F that.
I worked so hard
like,
for
hell
this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the type of person, get it how you live. You feel me? So I mean, if you there, you there.
You don't have nothing like on the EP that's like, hey, F y'all, how did y'all get into USC?
No.
You didn't have like a freestyle on like how the fuck y'all get into USC?
I should do that, huh?
Yeah, you should. let's do what we have here. You know what I'm saying? Any relationship to Dr. Dre? You didn't get into Dr. Dre's $70 million donation program?
No, I didn't. And unfortunately, like I left before that building was made.
Okay, I'm just trying to start some scandals up.
Trying to start something up.
Sweetie, where does the name come from?
My grandma.
Yeah. Is grandma still with us?
Yes.
That's dope as hell. How does grandma feel about the movement with you right now?
She's super excited. She just be like, "That's my baby."
Have you always been Saweetie?
Yeah.
Like, was there ever another name before that? Did you ever just go back to like, I'm just gonna go with Sweetie because that's
Saweetie. My name is Diamante, so either one of those.
But you never had like another like rap name?
I did.
What was it? Say it. Say it.
Okay, so like my other grandma is Chinese and Filipino, and her name is Rosie. So I did Rosie and then Lee because it's like Asian.
Rosie Lee.
Yes.
Now, what about the other grandma? Is she upset that you went with Saweetie from the other grandma now? Is it like grandma beef?
It's all
Do
love.
both the grandmas get along?
Yep.
One grandma don't feel a certain way that Saweetie is now like really taking off, and Rosalie, you kind of like parked that one.
No, because she ain't never heard that one.
Which one? The Rosalie one?
Is she gonna hear this now?
Oh yeah, she gonna be at the crib like, oh okay, that's how you did me. That's how you did. What is family like to you though? Because I know that family got to be extreme. Is your family tight?
Yes, I got a really big family
Really?
on both sides. Yeah.
Brothers?
I got 3 siblings.
Okay,
But it's like a 10-year gap.
okay. Are they older?
No, they're younger.
Do they know who you are? Do they use you?
Sometimes.
You got any passes for that? You
Oh
know?
my God.
How did you and Quavo meet?
We were just seeing each other around LA a lot.
Are you comfortable with talking about your relationship?
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
So how did y'all meet? How did he get through, and how did you and him get through each other's clutter?
Well, at first he DM'd me.
But how many DMs do you get, and why was that one special?
You know what? It was weird because his DM went straight to my DM. Like, it went straight in. It didn't go to the request. So I was like...
He got somebody
Had you guys
over at
already talked
Instagram.
before?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you guys were you you were following them?
No.
No.
That's weird because I feel like that's the only way it goes
Yeah,
through.
I was
that.
like, how that...
It's
How'd I
Cupid.
have him?
He got somebody
He
over
got a
there.
plug. Got
Yeah, he do.
like get me direct to her right now.
And then we just kept running into each other.
So what was his first DM? What did it say?
Read it.
I mean,
If you went up the trail, if you go to the DM, you can go all the way up to the trail and see what the first one was.
You right.
Yeah. So what was it that made you say, "Hey"?
Was it Mama?
Yeah.
Stop.
He was just very clever. And like I said, we just kept running into each other. So...
What is so?
It-
What was the official first date? Did you guys ever have one?
Nah, we went out to eat.
So how do you go from DMs to actually getting on the phone, or y'all see each other and you be
In
like,
the
"Hey,
studio
what's happening?"
together?
Yeah.
No, I think just seeing each other a lot, and then we just, kicked it.
Were you guys dating before you guys started working together, or did that happen afterwards?
I think it kind of just happened all at once.
Does he charge you for a verse? Do you charge him?
Just
I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. I would charge my wife for a verse. It's business.
Is that right?
Nah, hell nah. Nah. So if he spit a verse or you do something, it's like, hey, charge that to the game. This is us.
I mean, we do what we do.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I don't know what that means, but you know what we do.
How hard is
It means something totally different in my house. Like,
How
yeah.
hard is it to maintain a relationship when your career is exploding? He's so busy already. How do you do it?
Well, I think it just helps when we're both in it, so we understand what each other's doing. So it's just a very supportive, thing.
How do you keep it to where you don't trip off of any other clutter, like everything that's on Instagram, or you know what I'm saying?
Social
Or
media.
is it harder to be in a relationship like that?
I don't think so because we're very private.
You guys do keep it pretty private.
Yeah.
I saw you guys
Except
out
when we ask you all these questions.
Yeah.
Until we cry.
we lurking.
She was like, "Babe, we're very private." You know what I'm saying? So where did y'all first smash at? I'm just playing, sweetie. Y'all stick around. She looked around like, "B, you want to answer that for you?"
Sweetie, it's been a year since High Maintenance dropped. Icy's coming out. Are the expectations a lot bigger for you right now?
I feel like it is only because there's a lot of eyes watching. Like I remember I dropped Mood. I'm not sure if you heard it, but it was just a song that I just wanted to put out because that's what I used to do as an unsigned artist. and a whole bunch of blogs picked it up as my new single, but it wasn't even a single. It was just like a gift for my fans.
You're like, here you go.
Yeah, but then like people took it very serious, so it just made me realize how many people are paying attention.
Does it feel like now that there's, and when we talk about the pressures of it, do you look at that as a pressure, or you look at it as motivation?
I think
Put the mic on you.
It's more so of like a motivation and a challenge for me. And I'm an athlete, so like my background is very competitive. So I always just like rise to the occasion.
You and Ida, y'all used to work together?
Yes.
Did you know that?
For Jordan.
For Jordan.
Yeah, she's
like, wait. She's like, why?
And that was such a long time ago. Oh my gosh.
Can I tell you that when I saw, was it Icy Girl, when you were freestyling, I was like, when this was before the video, I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know, because she's just very quiet before. I didn't even know she had that in her. I was like, yo, this is about to go. Did you know that Icy Girl was going to go when you dropped that freestyle?
I didn't. Not at all.
Who hit you up first? Like, yo,
my manager was like, you need to record this. And I'm like, it's just it's over somebody else's instrumental. And I didn't think that it was going to, go as big as it was going to. It's about to be platinum.
Did Kia ever hit you up about it?
Mm-mm.
She hasn't acknowledged it at all?
She's acknowledged it.
Mm-hmm.
Why, you was looking for something like
No, because I think that like for Kia, it's like a good thing because it brought a lot of new ears to her song. It's like a refreshed
Kia
version
used to have her hand on a lot
her
of
sample.
She used to have her hand on a lot of yeah, I was about to say she used to have her hand on the post of what's going down. So I'm surprised that she didn't. And if she didn't, I mean that it's all love, because I think that if it wasn't, Kia would probably. She'll probably say a little something, and you got your nails on. I don't know if those pop off quick.
Right.
All right. So, Saweetie, your mom was in an R. Kelly video?
Yeah.
How does that go down?
She was a video girl.
And then Zaytoven is a relative as well.
A family friend cousin.
Gabrielle Union
is my dad's cousin.
All right.
Hey, to everybody.
Hammer
is my play cousin's dad.
See, this is all in the family.
It's
then.
so much.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is all in the family. So you got a lot of people that you can call if need be. Now, as far as the EP, what's the mindset going into when you starting to record your own material and it's yours and your name is kind of on the marquee?
I feel like for high maintenance, well, not for high maintenance, for Icy, it's more so of like an attitude. I've mentioned before, like in my shows, like high maintenance is Icy Girl. It's a great energy, and I kind of wanted to just bring more of that to my show, because I noticed that my other songs were a little slower.
Do you feel like now there's just so many outside entities? Like I would feel that it's a little difficult now to be in the business because there's so many other people that you got to satisfy. It's not just like the critics. It's so many people that instantly get at you. Do you ignore any of the outside clutter when it comes to like comments, or does that bother you?
I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, it did, but it's just like I have so much love from my fans. I just try to focus on that.
The positive
What do
stuff.
they say the most times when they do see you out?
Which ones?
Just the fan, not haters. You know what I'm saying? The haters gonna hate. Like, dude, are you good with your fans? Like, do you stop? You take the pictures?
Yeah.
You say hello?
I think the
loan
crazy.
them money, buy them cars.
I don't know about that.
Okay, I was just checking. I was just gonna see where you stopped at. You know what I'm saying? But what does that fan base mean to you?
It means everything, because without the fans and without, you feel me, like my following on social media, I don't know how I would have got my way into the music business.
How do you learn how to treat people that rock with you? Is it more of a human thing, or is it more of something that you had to learn?
It's more of a human thing. I feel like if you support my music, I love you, because you're helping me like do something like I'm passionate about.
Do you love us?
Of course.
Okay, just checking. I want to see if that love was like floating around.
Back in the day, you rapped for J. Cole. One, have you met up with J. Cole since then? And two, has anyone come up to you and wanted to rap for you?
So one, yes, I came across him All-Star Weekend. Yeah, at a party, and I had introduced myself to him, and he was like, "I know who you are," and I'm just like
Crazy.
Yeah.
But he said that he had saw the video of me like rapping for him, and he was just telling me congratulations. And I just thought that was really dope, because that's somebody who I've been following since I was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
I bought every one of his albums. I even went to like a concert by myself.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so dope. And then has anyone tried to pull the same thing on you?
Yeah, I went to USC to, talk to the kids, and there was a guy that was like, "Can I rap for you?" And he had bars.
Yeah.
You let them?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Did he tell you I'm going to be at the top with you one day?
And you was like, yeah, dream on. Yeah. No, you're not. Like, don't try to cold me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you hope for one day for you and J. Cole to collab?
Yeah, I definitely want like something produced by him in the future.
That would be dope.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
What a full circle.
Do you know if
that
he's getting locked up in Africa at this moment?
Stop.
Have you seen this video? Oh
what's that?
Man, they got some video where they say it's J. Cole getting socked up in Africa, man.
Looks like
But
J.
it's-
Cole, but it's not.
It
His
kind of
beard
look
is
like
too
it. If you got a
long.
number on him, just say, hey, you okay out there? Because these
locked up.
Africans and Nigerians, they putting their hands on everybody right now.
Everywhere.
So we just got to be a little bit careful, make sure that that's not J. Cole, man. Do you get mistaken for anyone else?
Not really.
You know how people don't know exactly who the celebrity is, and they'll just start to call you anything. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have a celebrity like if you're in the airport and some white person passed by, they don't call you something else. Okay. Do you get recognized? Are you starting to get recognized more so?
Oh my gosh! So at first, I wouldn't get recognized if I didn't have blonde hair on, but now I get recognized with like any hair color. So it's kind of hard to be incognito.
Is it? Do you handle that well? The recognition?
Yeah, I just be like, hey.
Can you just? Do you have to be more conscious now if you just want to get up and go to the store, or do you say like, damn, now I gotta put it all on?
Yeah, because I be looking whooped sometimes.
Really though?
Yes.
You have any pictures of you looking whooped in your phone? Anything that we can put up on our
Impossible.
website?
I mean,
I don't believe it.
What does
I don't believe
looking
it
whooped
exists.
look like for you?
just going out looking crazy, not matching.
That's not looking what.
That is, if I got on
No.
like a bright pink sweatshirt with some green pants and some
That's how
furry
you walk out?
and some furry slippers and like.
Hey, dude, if you did that, then somebody else gonna start wearing that too. They'll be like, oh,
It's
we
gonna be
saw
a trend.
Saweetie wear it, so we,
No,
we
you're
can
right,
put it
but
on.
it's just like with these cameras, you never know who's like recording you. So I try not to, play myself.
Do you make? Are you concerned about how much we record and how much we look at now? Are you overconscious of media or people recording you?
Yeah, and I feel like that's something that's like a con of like social media because everybody's a
Yeah.
paparazzi now. So it's like you can't, be low
Everybody's
key.
paparazzi and everybody's a critic now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so it's always. Do people come up and ask you for pictures, or are you immediately?
It's both. And I feel like if you walk up on me and just start recording, that makes me not want to take a picture with you. That's like an invasion of privacy.
And how do you avoid that without sounding like an ass? You know what I'm saying? Like.
I just be like, what you doing?
Oh yeah, damn, that works. Okay. Yeah, all right, yeah. Because I straight go jigaboo as soon as they come. I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, for real. As soon as they come on, I gotta turn it on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That mean?
That means that shit. I can't say, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I just gotta fall in and do the jigaboo thing.
Right.
Yeah. But if you don't start it now. Then don't start because if you do it, you'll forever be jigabooing and hey and waving at people, popping up at people parties for $100 and everything. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be
My
more than
daughter
that.
you saw where I was going because I was about to say my daughter enjoys you, and I was gonna see if you can come and do her birthday party.
Well, for you, I mean, it ain't nothing.
Well, not for me, for her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what are you doing this Saturday?
This Saturday, what am I doing? I'm gonna be. I have something this Saturday. What is?
Oh, now you
She
have
looking at
something
me
this
like,
Saturday.
What's my schedule?
No, I have my listening party this Saturday.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh, you gotta bring her.
No, it's September. I just wanted to see if you were busy this Saturday. So we put it on your calendar for September. I just wanted to see if you was going to try to throw me off. So you're listening to parties this Saturday?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Celebration.
We haven't locked in the location yet.
There it is. But are we invited to, or are you going to let
Of
us know?
course.
You
I'm
didn't
not invited.
you didn't like fake accidentally invite us, because when you're like, hey, it's on Saturday, then you're like,
Oh,
shit.
damn,
now
why did I just tell them?
It's gonna be a big party.
Really though? But you don't know where it's at, or you don't want to tell us where it's at, or you can't let it out right now?
I mean, we got everything we need for it. We just need a location.
That's an important thing. The location.
Well, as long as I think you would be the most important
Yes,
piece to your
that's
to your
true.
party. Then after that, we can go ahead and we'll find a location. But it's on Saturday night. You know that it's going down out here. I'm going to sell some tickets to it. And we're gonna have a great time with Saweetie. If y'all want to go,
Now
call
we're
us up,
talking.
get on her. What's your phone number?
I'm gonna need 50% of that though.
You wanna-
Oh, she can get this money.
Oh, businesswoman.
She need 50%
Somebody,
of it.
somebody went to USC. All right.
Saweetie, do you feel that as a female rapper, you have to prove yourself harder when it comes to the industry or just point blank period? Because guys don't
Yeah,
it's
men,
not
we
like,
can get
you're
away
a
with it.
female.
We can get away with
You're just a
anything,
rapper.
too.
I definitely feel that, and I feel like we're like compared to each other all the time. But it doesn't really bother me no more. It used to, because it's just like, why y'all always comparing us when a lot of y'all do sound alike?
Right.
But it's just one of those things that come with the territory.
Or do people question you because you are a pretty face and you have a nice body? Do they doubt you more?
I mean, they be saying what they be saying.
You said early on that it was hard in the industry to trust people's intentions when it came time to working with like either a producer because the field is so male dominated. Do you still feel like you're having to fight that battle?
No, because I have representation now, so I'm not in that situation no more. Whereas in the beginning, I was setting up my own sessions. I was setting up my own, things with people who wanted to help me, and it was for free, so I was with it. But then it's always like, oh, you want to have a drink after? You want to do this after? And I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
What advice would you give to a young female who is going to work in some kind of male-dominated industry on how to stay strong and not find themselves in a situation that's just going to end bad?
I would say trust your instinct. Because when I trusted my instinct, I never put myself in that position to, be, played like that.
Yeah.
Who was the first person from the industry that like looked out for you or reached out, was like, yo, like this is it?
My manager, Max Goose.
Where is Max?
Max, I don't know, probably in a meeting.
But that'd be dope.
He's like,
You're like,
"She good
I
now."
fired Max. You know what I'm saying? Like, without naming any names. Now that you on and you have your fan base and we know exactly what's going on with you, is there anyone that came at you the wrong way early on when you say I was trying to get on that kind of blurred the lines?
As far as like helping me out,
not even helping. You wanted help, but you felt like, okay,
they have different intentions.
Yeah, this person had different intentions.
No, I never really had no direct connection with someone in the industry. It was always like producers or like people who was just engineering or things like that.
Okay, so it wasn't nobody like crazy where you look now like, oh, I'm on now. Like, I remember you. All right.
And no, honestly, like because I'm in LA, I've been around the Hollywood scene.
Right.
So when people see me, they're like, congratulations. They see me out before.
The grind of it too.
Yeah, and they knew who I was before I was rapping. Not rapping, but like pop or just out there.
When you say before you was rapping, what else was involved with this? Just putting the Saweetie brand together though.
As far as
was it was it
the money making mommies?
Yeah. I know the t-shirts that pretty much help. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that entrepreneur side that or the whole brand?
Well, I was going to college. I had a full ride, and then they started to raise the tuition, and my full ride kind of capped. So I had kind of like pay the difference for the following years. So I started.
And the full ride, the scholarship. Where did the scholarship come from?
My grades.
I heard that.
That being smart.
Damn near a 4.0 average. Damn near.
3.5.
Hey man,
That's really good.
I smooth round up on everything. So yours straight academic scholarship, and then you go and you say, okay, well, you know what, I'm about to cap out. They raised the tuition, so now you start your own t-shirt.
I had a clothing line called Money Making Mommies because I was working at a restaurant. I was a coder for one of my professors.
Go ahead.
And
now.
I was a receptionist. And with all those things combined, I was like going to school full time, and I wanted to give motivation for girls who were in my position
That's
as well.
hard work.
Yeah.
How do you go from doing all that? Like, why would someone buy the t-shirt? You know what I'm saying?
I would just be like, shout out to all of my money making mommies out there, getting their bread, get into the bag. So I wanted to in a sense, I was motivating myself to continue doing what I was doing.
How did they find the shirts though?
Social media.
Damn. So you use that to your full advantage.
I use social media.
And you were still going to school and doing everything.
Yeah.
And work is. You know what I love about that, Saweetie, is that people think like certain things are like overnight success or that is easy, or people don't understand the outliers or the 10,000 hours that someone put in. You know what I'm saying? And to sit here when you say you just name more jobs going to school than I've had in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now when you put that kind of hard work in, not that this is easy, but you know what this grind is because you've already been grinding. It wasn't like somebody just threw you into something and you don't understand the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Because even just to maintain grades is already hard enough. Take that from somebody who, are you familiar with a school called West LA City College? Yeah. That's where I went.
It's
a prestige college.
Yeah, I went to West LA City College myself, and I got in off of just being me. My mom didn't kick in, and
working hard.
My dad, I worked hard. You know what I'm saying? I paid to get in. It was per unit. Is that somebody dying?
No.
So we gotta go.
Okay, well,
That scared me.
I don't go down with the building. I definitely leave. We could do this interview from downstairs. If need be. I don't die with the building.
So, Saweetie, how did you land that Fenty ad before Super Bowl?
Can get us one.
Putting on that lip gloss.
Well, my partner, she works with the social media team. And we went to school together, and we're always trying to find out ways to, help each other out. And she showed them Icy Girl, and it was like she'd fit, well with the brand.
Have you gotten a chance to meet Rihanna by any chance?
No, but I would love to.
Imagine that collaboration.
Right.
Sweetie, were you always a solo artist, or were you ever part of like a group, or am I missing something?
I was always just a solo artist.
No, so there was never a like, girl, we need to.
I mean, that would have been dope.
Right. Well, maybe it wouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who knows?
like yeah, because usually when you have like the and or the me and or the us, sometimes when you sitting down by yourself, it means that you went through something that you probably didn't want to go through with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely don't want to be a part of a group. No singing groups earlier on.
I mean,
No rap group,
me
no
and my
dance group.
cousins.
Now what about when you say athletics? What was that?
Well, I grew up playing football because my papa played for the 49ers.
Damn.
So like we always had like around football. So I played powder puff in high school and college, and then I played volleyball year round in college, and then I ran track as well.
Damn. You did a whole lot.
I did a lot.
You did a lot of living before this living started though. Do you enjoy traveling?
So the reason why I wouldn't, not saying I would be in a group, but I'd be like getting lonely on the road.
Oh.
So it's like I wish that I had like
Where my friends at?
Yeah. And I think
But so who do you take on the road with you? Who's this with you here?
well, my management, it feels like family, but I recently just got my auntie as my road manager.
Okay, is Auntie here?
Awesome.
No, she's not here today.
Damn.
Look at her, already taking days off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, it's transitioning.
she like, girl, I'm over. Oh, okay.
So girl,
So
I'm
because she's in the Bay right now.
okay, so she's coming in, and is somebody going out? Oh, you didn't have to fire anybody. Okay, because I know somebody was just saying you were hard to work for.
Who said that?
She did.
They say you're
The
high
one right,
maintenance.
the one right here behind you.
She's like, no, I
Yeah,
didn't.
man. Yeah. Look how she stood up. She afraid you gonna beat her. You know what I'm saying? As soon as she was like, oh no, big, don't do that. Don't have her put hands on me anymore. So you get lonely on the road.
Yeah, sometimes.
So what do you do?
Because it's like I'm experiencing all these cities. I'm hosting in all these dope venues. And then sometimes it's just my management with me.
And you know, it's a trip. It's like there's probably so many people that want to be around you then and the club is popping. And then when you leave, it's like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah, so it's just like I'm glad I got my auntie, but I'm gonna, bring on my friends. Like the more money I get.
No,
so
don't do that. And then the more money you get, the more less.
More
Yeah.
what you mean?
A year from now, you'll be like, damn, what the fuck? I'm broke.
I'm smart with my money.
Do you? You smart. Period.
Saweetie, how have you evolved artistically from high maintenance to icy? What can we expect out of the CP?
I would definitely just say more of my personality and just the energy. Cause like for my first project, that was my first time really getting into the studio.
Right.
So I was getting used to like hearing my voice back and just like learning how to record. So I feel like I'm I'm more comfortable now.
How much were you around it before you got in the studio? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because before you get in the studio professionally, how much were you around it where you just said, okay, this is exactly what I want to do?
As far as like just in, like earlier. before
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I mean, I was never really in the studio because I couldn't afford it. So I would go like once every like 6 months or like 8 months.
So how do you get into your own material where you say like, cause that was kind of my first time being in the studio. Do you just say, F it, I'm going all in?
Yeah, because I feel like it's an all or nothing thing. And like at first it would take me forever to record. So like now it's just, I'm used to it.
Lot more tuition into the school of experience. That's crazy, man. So now, show wise, you know what I'm saying? How's the show wise things going for you? Because I know that there's hosting, but tightening up on the show because now there's a catalog.
Show wise, I feel like I need a lot of improvement, and I think I'm gonna fix that with just rehearsing more. But because I'm so busy, I don't have that much time to rehearse. But I really want to focus on like my artist development because when people come to my show, I want to give them an experience.
But it seemed like you got it together where, like, you not just perfectionist, but it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, like the tiers of the things that you want to do. Like you wouldn't just kind of like mail it in, because it seemed like everything that you have already didn't come without the work. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you just say just in life or school, whatever, like that kind of stuff is work. So when you do that kind of work, then I don't think that anything else you're gonna kind of like slack on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like you'll put the work in.
Yeah, and like I like to watch a lot of like documentaries on like, iconic stars. So I kind of just take what they did and kind of apply it to myself.
Like when you say iconic stars, who's some of the people that you do kind of look at?
So I love watching athletic documentaries. I just watched the 30 on 30 for Deion Sanders, and then I just watched
So good. 30 for 30s is so good.
and then I watched Allen Iverson's on Netflix.
What about musical influences? Do you have any?
Musical influences as far as just in general or like in the rap industry?
Just in general.
Well, I really like Michael Jackson and Madonna, only because they're just super, super iconic, and they're just undeniably just, worldwide, and that's how I want to be.
And what about modern day or anybody in hip hop R&B? Is there anybody?
I would say, who's been in the game? Ooh, I mean, this is just somebody who I love, and I reference them a lot in my music, but I really love like Hot Boys and Big Timers.
Really though? And why is that? Is that a certain time in your life?
It was my childhood. Yeah, like my uncles listened to them a lot.
But you was probably like, especially when we say in the 99,
hot girl.
2000, you was like, you was a baby.
Nah, I was like, I'm 4 or 5.
I'm 4 or 5 years old already.
But do you trip off of like how you could reference like Hot Boys or something like that, and then at some point, even now, somebody can reference you as an artist? Does that trip you out that now like you're an artist as opposed to you'll always be a fan of something, but now you have fans and somebody's referencing you? Does that trip you out?
Yeah, it does. And it feels like I'm doing my job. But I really love just taking from artists who I grew up listening to, because I feel like it adds, that extra to my music.
Have you met anyone yet that you wanted to meet? Like, damn, I met such and such.
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
I mean, I met him before,
Right,
but just meeting him as an artist, because for me to say I'm going to be on top with you one day, and now that I'm on my way to that, I feel like I kind of just spoke that into existence.
Sure did.
That's crazy though, because even with J. Cole, you met him, of course, as a fan and somebody that's trying to get on, and we still fans of the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's like I'm also a peer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at some point, if somebody haven't told you yet, because I get it all the time too, love, where somebody say, "Oh, I'm going to sit down with you." You know what I'm saying? And then I'll get people that'll come in and say, "Man, I met you at such and such," and I'm like, "Damn."
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now, do you ever dookie on somebody's dream when they tell you I'm gonna be there next to you? Do you be like, Psh.
No, because I was that person before, and I feel like you need to feel like that about yourself. That's important.
Sometimes you just gotta be realistic too. No,
Um,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Everybody dreams.
Let me ask you this: if somebody do rhyme for you, right, and they don't sound great, how do you tell them work on it, or do you just kind of keep it to yourself?
I've never had that, when someone didn't sound good. Usually the people who are just gung-ho about it, they be just about it.
Yeah.
And you feel their energy. So I've never had to encounter
When
that.
you spit for J. Cole, was it dope? Would you spit the same verse to him now?
At the time, it was dope.
Right.
But now, probably not.
Yeah. do you feel like damn, I did that? Or are you not embarrassed by it, but you're like, damn.
I'm proud of that moment.
Right.
Only because I was just so hyped, and I waited for everybody to say hi to him, and I was the last person, and I was like, "Can I rap for you?" And he was like,
so sweet too.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about that is just being a fan and waiting on that. And then when you fast forward and just to see that now, you know what I'm saying? Like you sitting down, you doing interviews, you have fans. Like that really show people out there that if they continue to work, like for, and it's not guaranteed for everybody. It's not guaranteed. It wasn't guaranteed for you either. You just manifesting and you worked hard on it. That there's definitely something out. There's definitely something out there for people, man.
I just feel like is there something that going on over there?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, I was looking at the time. Go ahead.
I just feel like when you know what's in your soul to do something, it's for you. Because when I was applying to do other jobs after I graduated, it didn't feel right.
Right.
And every time I was about to get offered a position or accept a job, it just didn't feel right.
Did you ever get discouraged with it where you were like, man, what was your degree in?
Communication.
So did you ever think like I might as well go whatever was calling?
Well, I was trying to get a job at a hospital because they pay a lot.
Damn.
Just like, where the money at?
But what's crazy about this, going full circle is I was interviewing to work with a financial company to be a financial investor, because they start off with like a really good salary. And I went all 3 rounds. They loved me. I was about to get it, but then they ended up going with someone else. So that was like the last time I was like, okay, forget this. I'm gonna go pursue music. What's crazy is I'm signed with CAA, and that financial company is right across the street from CAA.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
So you were destined in the area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You were just
saying?
at the wrong
Yeah, you
number.
just at the wrong building.
Yeah, so I feel like it came full circle, and it was just like, God, it's just crazy how everything works out.
But you know what's crazy about that is that you were ready to be in the work field. Like this is it. Like and not that this is it, but you were ready for that.
I was just trying to get money.
Yeah. Is the money good now? Say no.
It's good.
No.
Look at her wrist.
Yeah. Look at the wrist. Yeah, that's all right.
Saweetie, I love to see you and Kehlani together. You also got a lot of love from E40, G-Eazy, and just repping for the Bay. What does that feel like to be able to work with these people that are already representing for the Bay?
I think it's dope, and because I was at college in college for 5 years, I kind of had that disconnect from the Bay. So I'm just happy that they're like, welcoming, and they, support me, because when you like gone for that long, it's like you don't feel like you're in the mix, and the Bay moves so fast to where you come back and it's like new slang, new artists, just a whole bunch of new like stuff going on.
When you guys filmed in the Athletics Stadium, I don't know what the name of it is because I'm from Dodgers. Hey, was that like an iconic moment for you?
Definitely, because we were the first artists to film in there.
Yeah, that was dope. Like they had this. It was like cinematically, it looked
so dope.
really good.
Did they know
Thank
you were
you.
filming in there, or did you just run in there and do a grill?
Definitely
Okay,
knew.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is our first time really sitting down. I don't know.
I love that video.
Y'all athletic. I don't know if you hopped the gate or you know what I'm saying.
I mean, shit, who's back in the day? I
Yeah,
mean,
you know what I'm saying? So if we were to go downstairs, you had on some gym shoes, and you and Louis were to race right now. Do you think that you could beat Louis in a race?
I smoke him.
Damn.
Hey, she said it.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
He has a gut that
don't
he
even
puts
know.
in.
I don't
I
even-
raced him once, and that's what he did.
Nah,
He finished
but
with his
like-
gut. So just letting you know.
One thing
I got a
I
head
will
start.
say is like running a track. Like I used to hate before the races because like my stomach would
Ugh.
bubble.
Oh,
Don't ever
like
go
that little
away.
anticipation, like the
Yeah,
bubble
I
gum.
would
Anxiety.
get so much anxiety before like the race.
Do you get
But
nervous
you know-
before shows?
Sometimes if it's not my show, yes. If it's like my show, then no.
Oh, okay.
But if it's like coming out on somebody else's, you saying or
If it's like a like an all artist show, like it's
Right,
like a
right,
lineup.
right.
You don't know if you have fans
like a
out there.
radio show with
yeah.
10 different acts or something like
yeah,
that.
you're not like headlining.
Yeah,
Get you.
and it's like they probably came out for this or that, and it's like and
Yeah.
that's even more tuition into the school of experience too, though.
No, definitely, because for me it's like it's a challenge, because it's like if I'm able to like perform good, and if I'm able to draw on people who don't know me, then I did a good job performing.
I still want to get back into this race too. Go ahead.
Do you have any rituals before you get
Yeah,
on
good
stage or
question.
anything that you do?
I
prepare?
pray
You pray?
with my dancers and my
go.
management.
I heard that. Continue to pray for us too. Then.
Yeah.
Of course.
What about in your rider contract? What do you have in your rider? Do you have any
lip
must-haves?
I got some hand dogs.
Hello.
I
Nina
got some
Brown.
food, pasta,
Do you cook?
Alfredo. Yeah, I could.
What do you do on days off, so-called days off?
I don't really have days off because on my days off I get anxiety because I feel like I should be doing something.
So you a
Gotta keep
busybody
working.
I'm just
anyway?
a busybody anyway.
Damn, dude. But if you were to come, if we came to your house and you cooked for us, what would the meal be?
I would either make lomo saltado or
Oh.
tacos.
Okay, lo hemos saltado.
Hello. With the fries and everything.
Yeah.
Huh? All right, well, hell, that's what we'll do at
Let's
your listening
go.
party then.
We'll do that first, then we'll go to
Yes.
the party.
Yeah. Do you ever
Dinner
cook
at
for
Saweetie's.
Quavo? Do you
Yeah.
ever stir fry for him? Hello.
That's what you did there.
Thank you so much, please. Thank you. I can't do no more. Y'all stick around. Y'all radio's Big Boy
Big
Neighborhood.
boy.
So much has happened in the last year, but last year Cardi B also sent out a tweet where she mentioned new female artists that she loves, and your name was on there. How did that make you feel?
I think it was dope because typically in female, like if either we beefing or we don't address each other. So I think it was dope that she mentioned my name.
Do you guys hang out? Like, I mean, hello.
You're in the family.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that'd be dope, but normally when I see her, it's like in passing. So
Okay.
it's like hi bye.
Oh, that's-
So it's not like everybody just getting together and like you invite yours,
no,
I
only
invite
because
mine.
I-
It's barbecue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching the fight? Where we watching the fight at?
I think we keep like missing each other because there's times where we like about to kick it, but then one of us is like working.
Yeah, working's good though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's this thing called food that you got to eat. And there's bills and electricity, so you got to continue. You got to continue to work.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming into the neighborhood and
you.
hanging
Thank
out
you.
with us, man.
Thank you for having me.
And we're gonna
Congratulations
see
on
you.
making me.
Yeah, and we're gonna see you on Saturday. over at
you
the party.
coming?
We
I
gonna
don't know. I don't
celebrate.
know where I'm going, but
We got you.
But look,
Yeah.
it's in
Send us a
LA.
full invite.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but no, thank you for coming into the neighborhood.
Thank
I enjoy
you.
your energy, man, and
Thank you.
and continue to work hard. And I love hearing the story of what it take to get to certain places, because a lot of times, Saweetie, we don't get the story. You know what I'm saying? We don't get the story. We don't get the hard work. We don't get the determination. People think that all of a sudden it's just instant. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for sharing your story with us.
No, thank you.
All righty, Saweetie in the neighborhood, big boy
Big
neighborhood.
boy.